What up, what up, what up? Just waking, baking and shit, you know what I'm saying? Early morning, scrolling up some of this Kill Bill foe. That's what I usually do in the morning anyway. So I'm just gonna talk about my Twin Flame demo real quick. Hopefully it can answer some questions by me doing so. Just giving you guys, it's already on a video here on my page, but I'll just get more in depth real quick. I really wasn't gonna do this shit till I hit 5K, but that shit take it all day, so just tell you about my demo. Met my twin 2012, June 2012, I believe, summer school. I had just flew in from Washington, D.C. to Chicago. I came home. Now, in my transit coming home, my twin was doing this a little bit before I came home. He came home well before I did. Probably, if anything, I want to say a year, maybe more, but the same way he came home, I came home. You know what I'm saying? I left Washington, D.C. to come to Chicago, which is home. He left Denver, Colorado to come home, Chicago. He ended up on 113th and Parnell when he moved home. I ended up on 113th in Champlain when I moved home. Literally stayed right down the street from him. I went to Corliss High School. He went to my rival high school, Finger. 30 years apart from each other. He's a Sagittarius. I'm a Leo. We favor each other a lot. He looks like he could be my dad. I look like I could be his son. How we met was weird because he's an anthropology major. I'm a communications major. So really, it was no reason for him to be in my class. That summer school too, like summer school. What made him want to start back in school by hopping in summer school first? What made me want to start back in school by hopping in summer school first? Then we ended up meeting in my homie Devin Washington's class. Devin Washington was a good mentor of mine. Rest in peace. From Chicago State. Good guy. It was a spur of the moment. I needed an extra class. I just signed up. Twin, he did the same shit. That's why he ended up in the communications class, because it was just an extra class, like super duper duty extra class. So first day I see my twin, like I said, he walks his square ass in class, and it's like I couldn't keep my eye off of him. I just kept looking at him like, yo, he looked familiar as shit. Like, too familiar. Like I've always been looking for my father. That's always been a huge void in my life I've been trying to find and fill. And like I say, my twin filled that shit quite well. And my twin, June 2012, he just walked into class, and we didn't have no conversation the first day. Like, I technically seen him. It was just, I was looking at him, he look at me, looking at him, I'm looking away. He looking at me, I look at him, looking at me, he look away, type shit. And second day of class, I think my twin said some smart ass shit. I started laughing, and that's when I seen his humor side, be the same. So I was on my isolated, I don't even know body, like, solo bit. He was on the same shit, and we just ended up getting pulled to each other slowly but surely, to where when we finally had our first conversation, it was at this pool party we was throwing at our class, and he just kept watching me. Like, I was like a big ass kid. This was a fucking pool party in college, so of course my fat ass, I was big as hell too. So I got my shirt off and shit. I'm just running like a gerbil, jumping off the high dive and going back and just jumping off the high dive. I'm doing the cannonballs, I'm doing belly flops. I'm just having fun, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big ass kid. My twin is too. So I just remember him smiling, looking at me and smiling that whole time I was having fun. Like when I was having fun, he has fun. I got this one. I did a music video in my classroom in the same class, and I got this footage of like my twin. Like wherever I was at, his fucking face was. He was like focused on me, just smiling. Like the shit I was doing just had him just like I say. All you see is teeth from this nigga. Like he got a guy like me too. So it's like I could see subliminally. I started watching how he watched me. You know, I started to see little things like how he lights up like a fucking Christmas tree when he gets around me. How I light up like a Christmas tree when I get around him. Then we have our own like language. We have our own like thing. We can sit and talk, or we don't even have to talk. We can just look at each other and communicate. Like we have our own language. We have our own thing going on. And aside from all that, he was like the father I never had. And in return, I became the son he always wanted. Because he's 30 years older than me, no son. You know, something he always wanted, didn't have. Father, something I always wanted, didn't have. You know, watched a lot of people get raised by their fathers. And had a lot of men around, but they weren't fathers. They wasn't nothing to look up to. You feel what I'm saying? So I would say a month after I met my twin, my father came out of prison. He was locked up my whole life. He was a man. He was like my hero before my twin became my hero. And that whole experience in itself flipped the dynamic of me and my father's relationship to tighten up the bond of me and my twin's relationship. My twin seen some shit in my family and my father that I didn't see. You know, he's seen the truth. He's seen the reality. He's seen how they really felt. He really looked out for me, putting me on. I say my masculine was like a feminine at first. You know what I'm saying? Shit we used to do, my masculine used to take me to like grassroots like movements and shit. Take me to like, I don't know, some like places like City Hall, stand in for some political shit. Going to like an event, political event, you know, that's helping the community and shit like that. Like he always, you know what I'm saying, told me like, you know what I'm saying, help the community, service-based shit. Like he's not into this whole psychic thing at all. He doesn't know no type of twin flame terms, none of that shit. But it was like from the gate, he felt it was his obligation to take me under his wing and really show me better things. Because the shit that I was on was nothing like the shit he was on. He took me to like CAN TV. It's like a analog public broadcast station. You know what I'm saying? Before I even had this channel, he was telling me to build a channel and you know, just resources. He hooked me up with a lot of people. He hooked me up with a couple work study jobs on campus. He helped me out a lot. And in return, I helped him out. Like, he's not slow, but it's like, he's 30 years older than me, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, he couldn't understand, like, his homework. He couldn't understand, like, technical computer terms and bullshit like that. So I helped him. In a lot of ways, as far as, like, education-wise. Like, helped him with his work. I helped him graduate from college. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even graduate. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wasn't focused at the time. But I helped him like he helped me. And we had 2 years of pure recognition. Anywhere he went, I went. Anywhere I went, he went. If anybody fuck with me, he'll stop in. My twin and jump by my side many times, ready to fight for me, which got me all smiles and teeth too when I seen that shit. You know, he was a rider from day one, and I was loyal to him from day one too. But where the goofiness started to happen was when I came out the bag. Told you, 2 years I knew my twin. Came out the bag after 2 years. He's a guy, I'm a guy. He's straight out straight. So me coming out the bag saying shit like, you're my everything, you're my knight in shining armor, you're my hero. You know what I'm saying? You're everything I always wanted to be, you're everything I was looking for my whole life. And here you are. Right here. And I knew it was something about this, I just didn't know what. Boom, I started looking at like twin flame sign and synchronicity videos. That's really how I got on YouTube. just trying to figure out this twin flame shit. You know, this twin flame shit really, overall set me free. It got me here. It ain't like my twin hit me with these terms and shit like that. Nah, he was just there for me emotionally. He developed me emotionally, man. He filled voids that I was looking for my whole life by him internally making me happy. I internally made him happy, being who I was to him. He was like a nobody. Now he's got a motherfucking grown ass nigga that's on his dick, like, like that looks up to him, that looks at him as like a hero. Like, my twin knows exactly how high I look up to him and all that. But once I came out the bag with him, told him we were twins, and this is a divine demo, and this was blessed by God, and this is gonna be forever and ever. He pieced me out. That was the first true separation. It wasn't that long. I say it was maybe like 3-4 months. Usually our separations last like 6 months, 6 hard months, and then boom, right? We went to the same college, we went to the same campus, we met on campus. So like I say, imagine, like, I always see my twin. Every time I come on campus and shit, my twin will pop up. I know he was gonna pop up. Like, he'll be right across the quad right there on campus, like walking this way and shit. Like, I see him just like that and shit. Like, I'd be looking for him and then boom, you know what I'm saying? He right there. Or like I said, we always ran into each other, whether on campus or on the street. Like, I had a car, he had a car. I pull up at the motherfucking stop sign, boom, he there. Intersection, stoplight, boom, he there. I'm on my way to the flea market. He on his way back from the flea market. We just looking at each other all the way back type shit. Like, we always was in the same vicinity. And I think I went to these places because I kind of knew he was there, and vice versa. We had really 4/5 dimensional ways of linking up. It's like a GPS system. Like, I could feel my twin to the point where I know where he is at all times. You know what I'm saying? And that developed early. But of course, he seen how goofy it was to kind of like switch up on me after me just, I don't know, revealing. It was all analogy, like analyzing. The same shit I do now is the same shit I did then. I just analyzed what we had and told him what it was. So by the time we got back cool, this was because of a few things. My twin's, like I say, he's 30 years older than me, so he be having health scares and shit. Brain, he had some brain surgery and shit. He's just like I said, he's X-Men. That's his power. He's X-Men. He can heal very quickly. He was crippled. He can walk. He can. It's like Kill Bill. You know what I'm saying? If he was paralyzed, he can just wiggle his big toe and mentally get himself right to where he can function just like she did when she got out the pussy wagon and shit. Like, the boy, very powerful. I'm very powerful. He's very powerful on a more physical level. So if anybody had, like, I don't know, magical powers around this bitch, I'm pretty sure it'd be him. My powers go mentally, theoretically, spiritually. His shit is like here, physical power. That's what he dwells in. But anyway, he had like a little health scare. Of course, I was right there. I'm with him at the hospital. I'm just, it's my homie, man. It's my pops. It's my big homie. You know what I'm saying? It's my everything. So I'm always riding for him, man. In the midst of me being there for him, he started being there more for me. Where I fucked up with my twin, I think when I didn't graduate college. I didn't know he stuck around 2 extra years just so he could see me graduate. I didn't know he had a whole plan for us in graduate school. Like, the plan was for us to I didn't know this. He didn't tell me shit. The plan was for us to graduate, go into graduate school, take this some type of fucking program he was just talking about, like some type of programming program. Like, it's like being able to build like modem hotspots in different areas and shit using like computer programming. It was like some type of real advanced program, like a program that our school had, and we was going like, he had a plan. We was gonna flip our refunds and do this, that, the third. So when I told him I dropped out, cause I dropped out with 118 credits. Like I say, I am half of what y'all be assuming might be kind of correct as far as like, I don't know, at least my attitude then and the type of motherfucker that I was. Like, if you think I'm arrogant or all that shit now, nah. Just imagine how I was when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Like, not too long ago, you feel me? So when I told my twin I was dropping out, that fucked him up. Disappointed more than anything. When I told his ass I was dropping out to be a fucking rapper, which I always was, you know, even with the rap shit, he knew that shit wasn't me. You know, he'll listen to my shit and be like, "Hey, nigga, that ain't you, nigga." I'm like, oh, gee, fuck you talking about? That is me. That's all me. Fuck you talking about? Like, my twin can see straight through me. Your twin can see straight through you. Your twin's smarter than they appear, and that's the credit you really gotta give them. I'm gonna say this and get back. I told you, your twin is like the greatest opponent you ever gonna play in a game. They're gonna fuck with your emotions. They're gonna make it seem like they don't know how to play the game, just to play you even harder on it. They're gonna act stupid. They're gonna, like, any tactic they can use. Like, if you playing anybody, whether that's kickball or dice or something, any way a person can really get in your head while playing you in whatever game y'all playing in, just so they can win, that's the type of person you're masculine. You need to know who you playing, but in reality, that's the type of person you are. Reflection. I started seeing the reflective side of me and my twin. Started noticing little shit like how we do chicks the same way. How we are like anger. How my anger flares up. Anger flares up in me like a boil. Like my heart inside get the boiling, then my blood get the boiling, and then I get japping at your ass. You know what I'm saying? You can see it come over me, whether that's like, I don't know, some disappointment or I can't hide my feelings. Twin, he's the same way. Very blunt. Twin, same way. I'm very much like a big kid. My twin's an even bigger kid. So I started to see our similarities and shit. And since we two dudes and we really look alike and shit, and it's like 30 years in the future, the reflections that I analyze for my twin, you know, the analyzation that I get, the dynamic we have, even this being a non-sexual situation. I told y'all, sex be confusing most of y'all demos because y'all like fucking and shit. Like, it's a whole demo. Since ours isn't like that, I just take it as like, this is really strictly built for like, for demonstration, for demo purposes only. My twin flame demo is exactly what it is. It's a demonstration to show you exactly how this shit can go. And I can sit here and tell you how he's my everything, how we speak the same language, how we two peas in the motherfucking pot, and all this shit happening without no type of fucking sex. I'm not gonna say physicalities, because like I say, I mean, any two grown men that hug, or any two grown men that say the shit that we say to each other, at least come out the bags like we came out the bags with each other. At least been there as far as how we been there for each other, given the fucking dynamic. Like, imagine that. You seeing a 6-year-old dude and a 30-year-old dude smiling like kids. Just having fun, doing some shit. Like, what the fuck they up to? Like, what, that's the son or some shit? Like, that's what they gay or some shit like that? Like, why? What's up with these dudes? You know what I'm saying? That was us. Anywhere we went, we shine. Like, if you, with your divine, you shine. Everybody can see the emotions between you two. Everybody can see they can see it. It's what you bring. It makes you kind of divine. I told you, when you form like Voltron, you become a more powerful person, the two-headed dragon. It's like seeing a two-headed dragon, or seeing a tornado on water, or seeing like a fire tornado. It's just something out of this world. That's what twins are. And once I got this, I say we 4 years in, it's been a 7-year demo. I've been doing this online thing for about a year and some change. So let's say 4 years in to my twin flame demo, I started to notice the spiritual aspects of it. That's how I even developed this whole. I had to take the terms and definitions for the car as well before I started YouTube. It's just how I interpreted it. It started from how I interpreted it. The cars, because I was always watching cars. 2 years prior to me being on YouTube, that's all I watched was YouTube. That's how I got into it. Dr. Gagan, Gagan the guy, Hip Hop Taro, No Fucks Given Crew, Jeff and Shalala, the Twin Flames, Jeff and Shalala. Sorry, I'm butchering your name, G. Them and Dr. Ranjita. These people made it very, very clear to me exactly what this was. Those were my teachers. Those were my go-to people to analyze and watch, to learn how to maneuver in this game. It's a game to me. I just play to win. That's why I be going hard on everything. Readings, analyzation, definition terms and shit. Because I'm really bringing you guys some scrolls, yo. I was just talking about that with my homie the other day, my artist. I'm saying my client I'm staying with, he's an artist, awesome artist. We really just formed like Voltron over there, man, and really I brought out cars and everything. Yo, this is gonna be some scrolls, like for real. This is gonna be something that's gonna last the test of time when I'm cooking up for you guys in the form of this book and this deck. And the story I'm telling you with my twin, this is all backstory. Everything I'm giving you is backstory to how this is gonna happen, how this is gonna go. Be creating it. Like I say, this is live. It might not seem like live because I record shit and then send it to y'all. He don't go live. It's live. This is my personal life. Like I'm really sharing with y'all. I've been doing this shit from the gate. You feel me? When I'm talking about my twin, I'm talking about myself. You know what I mean? 7-year-old to even get to this conversation I'm having with y'all, which I plan on having at 5K, but whatever. 4 years into my twin flame demo, I started seeing the fourth dimensional and fifth dimensional side of this. Why I met this man. Why I am who I am. Why he is who he is. Why we're healing each other. Why he even inspired me to even go down a path that it's the past now, but currently was going through. And that's when I started looking up. Was looking north, south, east, west my whole life. I hit about 20. I've been woke since 6. But I say 20 years later, at 26, 27, that's when I started waking up. So upon waking up, started getting into this collective. I've been watching this collective well before I got here. And you see the shit I'm saying, right? Yeah, it ain't like I'm just pulling this shit on my ass, bro. I've been analyzed this here. Seen that I could make bread off this shit. It really wasn't, that's how the mentality I had earlier to make bread off the shit. Not when I started the channel, but like years back. Then it went from, damn, motherfuckers is getting money, but motherfuckers ain't really helping nobody. Like, nobody really, my personal opinion, this is all Boom's opinion. I just felt like this collective was teaching people what fish are, giving people fish, but not teaching people how to fish for themselves. Also, I've seen how dark this shit is. How, 70% of the world is really karmic. So, if 70% of the world is karmic, then 70% of this here is in the world too. Which explains a lot. So that's when I decided to go the church route. My grandfather, he died a couple years back. By the time he died is when I knew I was going to come on some straight. It ain't Christianity I'm kicking on y'all. It's just divine common sense, I like to put it. I just keep it as very simple, and just keep it very simplistic, like the Bible, which is the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Obviously, I read advanced instructions and shit like that, but I understand why there's a basic instruction for life. Starting to see a lot of things. That's when I started developing my powers. But I really started developing my powers once I started seeing how powerful my twin was. You gotta see power in other people to really be power. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see as far as how far you can push yourself, so you can understand that you can push yourself just like that. So, of course, it was up and down with the twin. He started getting into karmic situations. I started getting into karmic situations. I went through a phase to where I thought, you know, karmic was my twin, and she wasn't. I was trying to make her that, and here it is, full circle. Like, it ain't really a circle; it's more like an infinity eight. Here it is, my twin trying to do the same thing. You know, my twin came into the situation helping me, showing me what I needed to see, being a very good role model. Same shit I be telling y'all feminists to be. He's a very good role model. He's a very caring, loving, conservative person. But like I say, the world has a way of changing you into not a monster, but at least into a hardened version of yourself. Things happen. It's been 7 years. Of course, things are going to happen in between time. Then it gets to the point where we can't even deal with each other anymore. This was probably year 5. Prior to me, like the year 5, year 6 going into year 7 was LLE.Ascension. And I just want to really make a good note. Shit boom. I ain't gonna say way more crazier since I've done LLE.Ascension, but since I've done LLE.Ascension, my twin has really been like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like a dog. You know, when I have puppies, my alarm one, hold on. Yeah. It's like when I have, like, I ain't got nothing but pit bulls when I do have dogs. Like, it's like my pits, when they young, they get a little testy and shit. They cool at first, but then they get to testing you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They get to really wildin'. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my twin, he's been like, since LLE started, he's been very confrontational, very aggressive with this shit. Like, as far as his whole stance on it, I blame the karmics because that's what karmics do. They take you away from your demo. That's why I choose to be karmic free these days, and I rather pretty much deal with myself. So much stuff we gotta deal with ourselves. We have to deal with ourselves before we deal with other people. And you know, all the twin flame situation can be, should be, and will be in your life is just teaching you how to love yourself in ways you need to love yourself. It takes a whole another reflection of you to pull that out of you, but it's got to get pulled out. It's Earth, man. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience, and in this physical experience, we're being awakened. In this physical experience of even having a twin to awaken us more, we're just getting groomed to be better mortal citizens. So once that got in my head, boom, LLE.Ascension started. And once again, how that started was, shit, it was New Year's 2018. And I just knew I had to go in a whole new direction. Rap was dead. Waiting on my twin to get some, you know, paper with him, start businesses with him, coming at him on a non-spiritual level. That shit was dead. I mean, coming at him on a pinnacle level, like trying to, like a worldly level, like really, and in my head, a way that I thought that would make more sense with him, since he wasn't trying to even hear the little divine fourth, fifth dimensional part of it. I was really trying to get with him in the 3D aspect. That shit was dead. So it was like, I done all I can. So once I felt I done all I can, I had to do what I needed to do, which was move on. I didn't know what new thing I was going to do, but I knew I was going to go in a whole new direction. I went to sleep. I wake up 6 o'clock that morning, January 2nd. God said, get your ass up and do one of them psychic videos you said you always wanted to do. You nice, nigga, you cold with it. Just try it out. And real shit, I did that first video. It's on my page. It's got like 1,000 views on there from that video. We're here. So, saying all that said, you and your twin got a whole movie going on. Make sure you're the star of that. Make sure, I mean, you got a whole demo going on. Make sure you're learning in your demo. You know, you put in work, it'll show. When you got that faith, it'll show. A lot of people say they doing shit. A lot of people think they're doing things. But you gotta have some, like I said, it's how you move. This shit is a game. If you ain't playing it right, then you ain't gonna win. And you're supposed to be playing to win. And if you saying you playing this game, but you ain't really playing this game, it's like you say you play basketball, this, that, and the third. They have a basketball game, come and find out you suck. You can't even dribble. You can't even shoot. But you was telling people you was nice. You went to school. You played ball and all that shit. Like that's how you looking out here. Okay, if you a hooper, you better train, be one of the best. So when it's time to hoop, you can hoop. You ain't talking your actions, your wands. You know what I'm saying? Your talent, your game, your shit is backing you up. And then if you cold, then you're gonna get a college scholarship. You're gonna go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Because you nice. But if you suck, you a bench warmer, you know what I'm saying? If you a bench warmer for the Knicks and you going around, you know, doing what you can do out of it, like I said, you're not living in real life. A lot of people aren't living in real life. A lot of people don't really comprehend their twin flame. These shits are all steps. You got to know yourself. Okay, you got to know your twin. You got to know your demo. You got to know your purpose. You got to know God. Like this is a journey. It's all this ever was. It's all this ever gonna be. You need to look at yourself as something more than human. You need to look at your twin flame demo as something more than just a regular demo. It's nothing like a karmic demo. You can't treat your twin like you treat other people. They're not other people. Ain't what you think is what you know. One thing I know I didn't go down this whole little path of awakening, recognition, union. I ended up in union with my twin. And how did I get in union with my twin? I knew I was going to get in union with my twin. I have faith in it. I believed, put everything in it. Believed it wholeheartedly was going to come to pass. I didn't get in the union in the year of union was 2018, but I did get in the union this year in February. Now here it is, May. For May, I ain't seen her really fuck my twin since May. You know, some new shit, more things that I gotta kind of step up to try to figure out why he doesn't want to holler at me, why we're in true separation again. I mean, it's work, it's a job. It happens. You fix it. You figure out how you gotta maneuver and play this game. That is the Twin Flame demo, but it ain't a game. But you gotta play it to win. It's your job to do all this shit. It's your job to get your twin on your shit. It's your job to do what you need to do to get this shit the way it has to be. If you're feminine, if you're masculine, it's your job too. Especially if you're feminine, sleep, slow, or just being selfish right now. That's it. Sleep, slow, or being selfish right now. You know what I mean? You play to win. If you ain't playing to win, stay out the game. Because all you're doing is making it look bad for people who went down the same road I did. Same road some of y'all did. Like when you leave bullshit ass comments about this twin flame shit, when you go on other platforms dissing this shit, when you say shit like it's multiple twin flames out here, when it's not, you only get one, like it's only one right way. And that's up. What's up? God's up. It's only one way to God. There ain't multi ways to God. Just like it's only one twin. There ain't multi twins. Multi, poly, all that shit is an earthly. It's only one God. So any poly, anything. Any poly, anything is a distraction. Common sense, once again, divine common sense, but I mean, it's your perception. It's your perception. What you think about, you bring about. You permit what you promote, and you promote what you permit. Got to keep it real. All stuff you need to be knowing. Just want to say thank y'all for people that is watching, listening, even concerned, or even seeing what's popping right here. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's been a long journey for me. 7 years in, but this shit is infinite. You know what I'm saying? My twin is a survivor. Two of Wands, that's the divine masculine, bro. My twin is a survivor. He's going to be around for a while. And I'm on purpose. I'm going to be doing that for a while. So, still got more aha lessons to learn. The shit don't stop. I learn new shit every week. Just got to start somewhere. Just do it. You'll do more by doing. You'll learn more by doing than anything. Just make sure you're doing something. and know things. Know thyself. Know thy God, know thy purpose. Because I'm telling you, you do that, you're going to be an advanced being. That's all I am, is an advanced being, because I'm fully aware of who I am. That simple, that easy. If you want to be in union, you can be in union. I'm a living witness. If you want to manifest your wildest dreams and whatever you want to manifest in the world, you can do that. I'm a true testament to that. God is 6 inches down from your chest. You don't need to, from your chin, excuse me. You don't need to go anywhere outside yourself for anything, and anything in this world you want to know, it can be revealed. I am a testament of that too. Stay up, man. I'm gonna get my ass ready to go to work. I'm gonna try to get y'all some videos by the end of the day. I know I'm working late today, so I'm trying to have Twin Flames in Union, Divine Feminine Situation, at least by Friday. That'll be all I'm gonna do for the week. Next week I'm gonna get it and get it hard. It's my birthday week next week too, and we got a few announcements, so just be on standby for the announcements that I got on. That's why you gotta watch all the videos, because you really don't want to miss out on some stuff, good information and stuff you definitely want to be needing. This is shit I got going on and shit that I got set up for y'all. So it's definitely been a journey, man. I love every second of it. It's hard, but everything is hard. It's a lot, but it's earth, man. It's real out here. So let's not be weak out here. Let's be people of our words. Let's do what the fuck we say we doing out here. Okay? Let's please recognize we ain't getting no cookies, no trophies, no type of cool points for doing what the fuck we supposed to be doing anyway. Don't ever think your twin ain't feeling the way you feeling about your twin. You hurt. Your twin hurt too. You feel like your twin shitting on you. You shitted on your twin too. You feel like you gave it your all. Your twin can fucking say the same thing. Y'all are a fucking reflection. So it really ain't, you ain't really got a twin. You just got another reflection. Look at your twin as a reflection, and it'll help so much. Look at this twin flame demo as a game, a chess game that you both are playing each other on, and it'll make more sense. Let go of all that weak shit. Any earthly ideology, sickness, death, hereditary diseases and shit. Like all that depression, suicide, all that stupid shit, man. Keep that shit in the world. That shit does not enter the gates of the kingdom. If you don't even know what the kingdom is, I advise you to do way more work. That's shit you need to be focused on. If you don't even know what heaven is, or Zion, or God, or a purpose, you know what I'm saying? This shit is too advanced. Might want to go to church or something. Whole time. So y'all be easy. Y'all be easy. Love all y'all. Everybody. Alright. Stay on your shit. Live, learn, and earn every day. Deuces.